Shea Moisture was trending the other night because of a commercial ad that they dropped, and a lot of people were not happy about it. So I'm gonna watch the commercial really quick, and then I'm gonna give you guys my reaction to it and my thoughts and just share my opinion on it. Okay, let's watch this.
People would like throw stuff in my hair, and then I'd just be walking and there'd be like little paper balls in my hair. I hated it because it's like, oh, I have this, and people make fun of me for it.
It was lots of days staring in the mirror like, I don't know what to do with it.
I just didn't feel like I was supposed to be a redhead. I dyed my hair blonde for 7 years of my life, platinum blonde.
I didn't really embrace my natural hair. But then, you know, as I got older, I learned how to do it, and I learned how to love it. Shea Moisture, holy grail right here.
It just gives us all the results that we need. It's kind of that go-to product.
I think a good hair day is the best kind of day. I feel like I have conquered the world.
I love my hair. I love the volume. I love the curl. I love the texture. I love everything about it. Everything about it.
Everybody
Gets love.
Ooh, no, baby, what is you doing? So if Shea Moisture has any black people on their marketing team, they must be like in the sunken place somewhere, because this was just not done right at all. Aside from the obvious whitewashing of this company's core audience, which is black women with kinky, coarse, afro textured hair, they failed to even show different types of white people hair. Wait, do white people have different types of hair? I honestly don't know. But what I found so funny about this commercial, and by funny I mean flat out ridiculous, is how they tried to like blend the hair struggles of white women and black women. And I'm not saying that they were trying to like compare it or anything. If anything, I think they were trying to like unify us, like, hey, we all have these hair struggles, but it doesn't work. They have this one light skin mix black chick with the loosest curl pattern they could possibly find, when ironically she has the hair texture that most black girls who have dealt with self-hate when it comes to their hair actually want. So, but the reason it doesn't work is because they have these white girls talking about their hair issues that it just doesn't go with what the mixed girl was saying or what any black girl would say. Looking in the mirror and knowing that you can do a dozen trillion million different styles to your hair in under an hour, you just don't know which one to pick, isn't a hair struggle. Being a redhead but wanting to be a blonde isn't a hair struggle. And I'm not saying that white girls or mixed girls or girls with loose curl patterns, which those two things are not synonymous, I'm not saying that they don't deal with issues with their hair or their hair's perfect and cooperative 24/7. It's just don't call it hair hate. Like no one hates your hair. Bro, you could have replaced one of those white girls with a brown to dark skinned black girl with thick hair with a big old afro or something, and it would make all the difference in the world. Like, yo, Shea Moisture, you could have hit me up, but nah, it's cool. It's cool. And maybe people still would have complained, because people love to complain about everything. Should I be complaining about shit too? But I bet you they wouldn't be trending on Twitter, and people wouldn't be talking about boycotting them, and they wouldn't feel the need to like issue an apology or anything else. But hey, I'm not on their PR team, so hopefully they rectify this and they get this shit right before they end up like Carol's daughter or some shit. But here's what I do want to say from like a business standpoint. Like, I completely understand what they were trying to do, but just the execution of it was shitty as hell. I get that you want to diversify your brand, however, you can diversify your brand without whitewashing it. And to those of you who say it's not that big of a deal, or at least to the black people who say that, because nobody asks the rest of you anyway, you're looking at this the wrong way. Because yeah, it might not be that big of a deal right now, but when companies make small changes to their products, in the long run, those small changes tend to add up to big changes that you only really notice in hindsight. Who knows, a few years from now, Shea Moisture might not even represent black hair or natural hair anymore. That's why it's a big deal. That's why we need to make it known when we're upset about something like this, especially coming from a company like Shea Moisture or other black owned businesses that we're constantly talking about supporting. Our feedback, our thoughts, our feelings are definitely important. I'm just seeing black owned businesses selling out and being bought out by larger brands and being completely whitewashed, and it's like low-key product gentrification or something like that. And who's left without love and representation and poppin' twist outs? Us. And I refuse to not be loved and represented and having a poppin' ass twist out. But yeah, I don't really want to say shame on Shea Moisture, but like a little bit of shame on Shea Moisture. Like y'all really know better. The last thing you guys really want to do is lose your black audience, because once you do, it's a wrap and y'all gonna end up having to sell your company to like L'Oreal or some shit. And I really don't want to have to give up my curl enhancing smoothie, because it does wonders for me, but I will if you guys are really about that bullshit. But what I'm actually really wondering is, what product from Shea Moisture is white girls actually using? I know that they have hair masks and like protein treatments and stuff, but like one of those girls was like, this is my go-to product. Like, tell me, what is your go-to product, Miss Becky with the blonde bone straight hair? Explain to me, please explain to me. But just to clarify, I as a black woman am not even the slightest bit upset about the fact that they have white women in their ad. Like, that's not a big deal at all. My irritation with this ad is just the alienation of its core audience. It's just the lack of representation for the women who this product was originally created for. That's it. I don't care that they have white girls or mixed girls or light-skinned girls in their video. Like, that doesn't mean shit to me. This brand was created because of the lack of products for our hair type, for all of this. Like, there are already hundreds of thousands of products on the market for the type of hair that they showcased in this ad. And I get that they want to pull in that demographic and that audience, but like, they didn't have to like leave us in the dust like that. And real quick, for a split second, let's talk about colorism. And I'm really gonna keep it short, because y'all know I could go in on colorism. And the reason I keep mentioning this light-skinned mixed black girl, whatever she is, I don't know, it's not that I have a problem with them having a light-skinned black girl or a mixed black girl. Like, shit, we all need representation. In situations like this, which we see very often, where they pick one black person who's very light-skinned or who's clearly not fully black, oftentimes it's because they're trying to show like, hey, we care about all races, we care about all people, all colors, but still not enough diversity to actually defy Eurocentric beauty standards. So am I gonna stop using Shea Moisture products? Not just yet. Like, I don't think this was enough of a fuck up to like start boycotting them and start throwing out all my Shea Moisture products. Like, I don't think it was that big of a deal. But also what I want to say is, I feel like we're too quick to like start boycotting black owned businesses when they don't do exactly what we want them to do. They're gonna make mistakes, they're gonna fuck up. That's why we have to let them know when we're upset about something, because we're the ones supporting them and we want to make sure that it's like a mutual relationship. Like, you represent us, we support you. Like, how can you constantly talk about supporting black owned businesses, but with one fuck up you're quick to like write them off? Like, I saw so many people talking about Shea Moisture is canceled, fuck Shea Moisture. I'm like, it wasn't that big of a deal. We just get a little bit too sensitive when it comes to black owned businesses, and I get it, because we're not used to being represented, we're not used to being supported, and when they mess up we feel like we've been let down a little bit. But we need to know when to stand behind a product, and then when it's like, okay, you guys have gone too far, not fucking with it. Me personally, I don't think they've gone too far, but if you want to stop using it, that's you, that's your prerogative. I can't force Shea Moisture on your scalp. Like, do what you want. I personally don't think it's that big of a deal. So tell me what you guys think. Are you still gonna use your Shea Moisture products, or do you think they're just canceled, like goodbye, done with them? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.